far as I believe, you need written permission to film inside the library from the director.
I need written permission?
Yeah.
From the director of the library?
I'll get that in writing. Hold on a second.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Thanks. Appreciate it. So this is the library's policy?
Yes, number 18.
So it says recording within the building without express permission of the library director, written permission from all of those being videotaped, photographed, and otherwise is prohibited.
Correct.
So are you a policy enforcement, sir? I don't need that. Thank you.
Policy enforcement?
Right. Do you enforce policies?
That's them here.
So why are you here if you're not enforcing the policy?
The director is enforcing the policy.
The director? And the director's name? Do you mind if I speak to the director?
She does not want to speak to you.
She doesn't want to speak to me?
No, sir.
So how do I know that she's... I don't know what... why can't I speak to her? She's a public servant.
I can't speak on her behalf.
Right. But you are, though, because you're bringing me a policy.
Correct.
Right. So that means you're speaking on her behalf.
Okay, if that's what you feel I'm doing.
Well, you are, sir. Okay. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Dispute it with you.
No, I don't want to dispute anything with you either, sir. It doesn't seem... You enforce the law. You're a law enforcement officer, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is not a law. This is policy.
Correct.
I am using the libraries for its intended purpose like anybody else would use it. I'm just happen to have a recording in my hand.
It's against their policy.
Right, but their policy can't trump the United States Constitution and the First Amendment of freedom of press. I'm a journalist. I'm here conducting an investigation for a story and using the library for its intended purpose. I'm reading books. I'm looking at what they have here. How can you... That's like if they had a policy that said...
Are you filming other people without permission?
Well, it's funny that you say that because you're right below a camera. The library didn't ask me for permission to film me, sir. And do you know why they don't have to ask me for permission to film me? And why none of you who have body cameras on asked me for permission to film me today? Because you don't need the permission to film me because we're in public and there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, sir. So no one needs to ask for permission to film in public. Again, I'm not particularly wanting to film anybody. I'm filming books and...
Well, you're filming me, so I'm not...
Right. Well, you're filming me.
I'm that way, not I am.
Well, okay, so your detective here is filming me. But again, no one has a reasonable expectation of privacy in public. I've been through this in federal courts before. Won some federal court cases in New York City regarding filming in public and filming law enforcement officers in the course of their duty as well, which you are. I just don't understand what is your purpose here to hand me a policy?
Because we got called of a suspicious person here, filming people, which is against their policy. So they would like you to leave.
A suspicious person. What about me is suspicious, sir?
That was filming people, walking around filming.
That's
what we got.
So by that standard, you're suspicious.
Why am I suspicious?
Because you're walking around filming people, sir.
No, we only film when we get to a call.
Right.
Per our policy.
Right, exactly. Per your policy, that's fine. And I have my own policies. I have a company, and my own policies say that I follow the United States Constitution, as you should, sir. You took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution 100%. And our constitutional rights. And has anybody complained? Yes. This is why. That's why we got called here. Was from no. But the staff. Okay, so that's like if you, for example, that's like if you, sir. Again, I don't want to argue with you. I'm having a conversation with you.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. So that's like if you came to a call because you complained. You're the law enforcement officer. You're the public servant. You can't complain on somebody for, you know what I mean? So they are workers here. Has anybody from the public complained that I'm a suspicious person with a camera recording them and violating their privacy in public? Which again, there's a camera right in front of you, sir, right above you.
When you walk in, and I'm sure it says that the suspect video recorded, I would think.
Right. So if I had like a shirt that said like you are being video recorded right now, would that be okay?
That I cannot tell you.
Like if I had like a t-shirt that just says you are being recorded at all times while you're next to me, that would be okay. Again, sir, my only thing is that no one asked me for permission to film me. I'm trying to use the library for its intended purpose. There is case law on these sorts of things. Like I understand that the library is what you would call a limited public forum. That means that it has to have reasonable rules in order to use the library for its intended purpose. I'm trying to use the library for its intended purpose. I'm not sitting there standing in front of anybody filming them. I'm trying to actually find the United States Constitution and some literature here to make sure that they carry it here. It's part of my investigation to make sure that they...
I will help you get that documentation.
Right. So but that's fine. But why? Right. That's
you are using it for your intended purpose.
Right.
To go find the Constitution. That's fine. Go right ahead.
Right. That's all. And the only thing is, I'm holding a camera. I'm not here just to film. I'm here to use it.
That's
I'm
fine.
here to.
You're good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No one's impeding your ability to film in here right now? So we're not taking the camera from you. We're not.
Right. Oh, I hope not. You don't seem like the type that would. But you know, I've been in situations where it's not been a good situation. But I hopefully that doesn't happen here today. But again, I'm not going to give you a problem. If you are going to enforce that policy, then that's the way for me to handle this in federal court, like I've done before in the past. And yeah, right, exactly. So.
Sir, can we help you like expeditiously get the footage that you need so that we can come to?
Well, no, I'm not. It's not necessarily I need any sort of footage. I'm using the library for its intended purposes of using the library, of looking for books, my intention right now is to look for the United States Constitution, but I'm here to use the library for its intended purpose. I'm not here to strictly film. I happen to be filming and exercising my constitutional right while using the library. You understand? So it's like I'm using the library like any other citizen could. We have rights to use the library. And again, if that policy, I read your policy, Sarge. I read the policy of the I'm sorry, not your policy, but you're the one that handed it to me, excuse me. But I read the policy, and the policy from the director, you know, it could say that people with hats can't come inside the library, or people of a certain color or a certain size. Would you say, hey, sir, they have a policy that, you know, your skin color is a little too dark or a little too light? Would you say that? No, right?
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
People you're working on or what it may have, or sensitive stuff, and they don't want to film. I'm assuming that's why they have this policy.
Right. Well, sensitive stuff in what? This is a public area, sir. There's nothing sensitive.
Children come and things
right.
like that.
I'm not in a. Listen, I could be in children's area, but I'm not in a children's area. No, but I know in every library there's a children's section that's cordoned off for children. Never went into that section. And I like how libraries are structured that way. That way, children can stay where the children belong.
So clearly, listen, I don't mean to cut you off. Clearly,
yeah, go ahead.
You're here for an intended purpose. How can we help you get to your intended purpose sooner rather than later? Because we're being tied up here.
Right, and I don't want you to be.
Taxpayer dollars are being used for us right now.
Right.
As a taxpayer,
by your choice.
You are correct. That you would like us to get back to our duties.
Right. Yes, I would love it. Right.
Beautiful. So how come? I'm so sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am.
How could we do that?
So just let me go about my business and look at my books.
So you stated that you were looking for the U.S. Constitution.
Right. Okay. Do you know where that is?
I do not. Not here, actually.
Because you don't work here. That would be a question for somebody that works here.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, sure. I'll talk to somebody that works here. No problem. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Do you mind if where would I find a copy of the United States Constitution here?
I don't know. I'll take a look in the catalog and tell you in a second.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
I'm late to the party, so what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I'm just trying to use the library for its intended purposes here and look at some books, read some books.
Well, it doesn't
That's
look
all.
like you're doing much reading.
Well, because I'm talking to these law enforcement officers here.
You always come reading books with a handheld.
Oh, I record everywhere I go for transparency and accountability purposes, especially in government buildings, especially in a public building like this. Right.
Are you a First Amendment auditor kind of thing?
I'm an independent journalist and an activist. I go around the country and exercise my rights.
So you understand, though, the concern that's I'm late to the party. Did
Right.
you express the concern to you as to filming in here?
The other sergeant over here showed me a policy that the library has. I haven't spoken to. First of all, while I was looking at books here and exercising my constitutional rights, no one came up to me and spoke to me and told me anything. It's when you guys came here, law enforcement, that I was. You guys told me that there was some sort of policy. They showed me the policy, and I understand that the policy exists. I've seen it with my own eyes. But again, my only response to that, Sergeant, would be that a policy can say anything. You're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement. If the policy said that, white people couldn't come into the library or black people or.
The hyperbole is a bit much on that one.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's the same
not,
thing.
No, because
we have a right.
No, this policy is very specific in that they don't want you filming unless you have prior approval. It makes no mention to conflate the issue with race or religion or gender or any other issue is disingenuous.
But how? Because it's
the policy specific.
You wouldn't enforce it.
That they'd like you to have prior permission before coming in because the library is accommodable. They'll make arrangements for you. I believe in independent media. I'm a big First Amendment guy too. All right, but the problem is, you're in a library, right? School's right down the block. They're concerned also.
See, now you're conflating. Now that's disingenuous.
No,
when you're talking about a school down the block. There's children everywhere, sir. Listen, for example, if I was filming in front of the school on the sidewalk, sir, that would be, according to you, would be
But you're not in the
concerning.
library.
Okay, but okay, if I was filming outside of a school on the public sidewalk, there would be nothing that you could do about it, correct?
Correct.
Correct. So, because I'm doing it in a
So,
public,
but I'm talking about why we're here.
right?
Okay, I'm not saying you're breaking the law. You said it's overkill. It's not overkill. We're next to the police station. The reason why we're here is because the staff called us. Because in their course of a day, right, or in their course of their daily business, they don't have people come and start videotaping and filming things. So they're doing their job. They have a policy, right?
But
That's
they're
why they
doing
call
it.
us.
They're literally filming everybody that walks into this building with public cameras, with taxpayer-funded cameras that are public record that anybody
Yeah,
could.
so am I. I'm filming also.
Right.
Okay.
So you are in violation of the
Because
policy as
because
well.
if anybody ever wants access to our videos, if there's juveniles on it, we redact it. So juveniles never get put out. When you do the eventual open request, I know you're going to submit. If there was a juvenile or somebody else in here, they would be redacted, right? We're not going to put out a juvenile
As per the Attorney General guidelines.
on YouTube or anything like that.
Right.
So there is a little bit of a difference.
Well, I would put a minor on any sort of public.
Well, we don't know that. How are we supposed to know that? You won't give us your ID. You don't tell us who you are. So how do I know that?
Well,
you're
you
not-
never. I wouldn't give you my ID, but you didn't ask for it in the first place. But
Well,
my name
again,
is
I'm late
Sean.
to the party, so I'm assuming
Right?
they asked you for
No,
your ID.
they did
Probably-
not.
Probably told you no.
They did not ask me
And I'm
for my
assuming
ID.
when I ask you, you're going to tell me no.
You're assuming wrong. They never asked me for any ID.
Okay, will you give me your name and ID so I can
My name is
verify?
Sean, sir.
Sean, and am I going to be able to? I'm going to need more than that to look you up to who you are.
Right. No, I don't want to be. That's I think that's overkill because I'm not trying to
You know what's
do
overkill?
anything.
Is you coming in here and doing this, right?
Exercising
And
my
we have
rights.
things to do.
So go do them,
Okay.
sir.
But now we're just going to leave you in here, and you're going to walk around. Are you going to harass staff? Are you going to film children? You said you're here to read books.
Sir, was I harassing anybody? You said you're late to the party. What was I doing when you walked in?
I said,
Was I harassing? Was I harassing anyone?
Are you going to harass somebody?
Was
Are
I
you going to
harassing
bother
anyone,
people?
sir?
No, you were walking around filming.
Okay. Was I looking at books?
I don't know.
Okay. Was I wasn't harassing anybody. So again, you're trying to make it seem that something that it's not. I'm not harassing anybody. I don't want to
Never
harass
said you were.
anybody.
Never said you were.
Okay, but you're trying to infer that that's
No, I'm
what
not
if you
inferring anything.
leave.
I asked you a
If you
question.
leave, that
You're
what are you
inferring
going to
something-
do?
You're inferring that what I was inferring is wrong. I was asking you a question. I said, are you going to harass anybody?
All right, sir. I'm not. I don't want to listen. I'm not harassing
Don't tell me
anybody.
to listen because I have no choice but to listen to you.
Okay.
I'd love to be out doing other stuff.
So go do it.
Okay.
So go do it. Respectfully, go do it, sir. Yes, you can. You could say there's no crime being committed here. No one is being harassed. No one is causing a disturbance. No one is being disorderly. This man is politely filming. He's not raising his
Are
voice.
you going to film children if they walk by?
Sir, I'm not filming. I'm filming what I can see. I'm filming what I could see, which is the books right now and law enforcement right now.
Okay.
There's no children here, sir.
Obviously, right? But it's a library. Okay, so eventually, come recess or afternoon at recess, right? There's gonna be kids here. That's my primary point of concern, and that the staff, right? They're here just to do their jobs.
Right.
They're here to.
And
help
I'm just
people
asked.
with
I asked this.
books.
I
Then
asked
you're
this
coming
woman
and asking
to.
where the Constitution is. I'm sure you have a cell phone in front of you, a smartphone. It takes you 2 seconds to pull it up.
So why would
What's
anybody
your
come to the
prerogative for that?
library?
What's
Everybody-
your prerogative to knowing where the Constitution is in a library when you can pull it up on your phone?
Sir, that's a ridiculous statement because you could literally look up any book on your phone.
Exactly. And
So
here
why
we
would
are.
anybody
Here we
come?
are.
And why? So why would a library exist? If you could look up all the information you want on your phone, why would a library
Provide
exist,
internet
sir?
access to people that don't have it at home, right? To give people a
Right.
place to come
I'm sure
study.
every single
To give
person in this
somebody
library.
a quiet space.
Sir, it's
to come
ridiculous.
study.
It's
What's
ridiculous. It's
Everyone has internet
ridiculous.
access?
It's ridiculous that you would think. I'm sure everybody in this library, if you ask them right now, they have internet access. Might be some.
No. We said, why does a library exist? Right? And what I'm telling you is that
Library
it's here-
exists for the public to
people
use
here
it
right now,
for whatever
the people
intended
here
purpose
right
they
now
want.
May have internet access, right? But the people that may come may not, right? So there's no point in talking in hypotheticals.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. I just want, ma'am. Did you find out where the Constitution was for me?
Yeah, I have a copy right here.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate it. Do you have like a section where there would be one for
Well, this is the government books right
like just
here, and
well, like
then
where the
342.
government? Thank you.
If you
just-
go right in that section over there, right by the Dewey Decimal Number.
The board is clear on the policy that they don't want anyone filming in here. I spoke with our board
We're good, sir.
president.
We don't need that.
So,
The Constitution explained.
so that is their stance on it. So that's why.
Yeah, that's what you called.
Yeah,
Alright.
it is our policy.
Well, he's not willing to leave, so.
So.
To be clear, you're not willing to leave, sir?
Oh no, not unless you're threatening to arrest me.
we're not.
Okay, so no. I want to use the library like anybody else.
All right.
Ma'am, are you the library director?
I'm talking right now.
Oh, excuse me. Are you the library director, ma'am?
Like last time, he was agreeing to leave. So this guy's not. So we'll just babysit him for a little bit.
Okay.
Let's go from there.
Thank you.
You good with that?
I'm good with that. Thank you.
Ma'am, are you the library director? Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am. Take care. Franklin Lakes Police have excess police officers on the force. They can just hang out in libraries. So there's not a lot of crime here in Franklin Lake, sir?
You can look that up.
Oh, I was just asking
Use
you.
the internet access here to look it up.
Right. I know. I was just asking you. See, now you're just being confrontational at this point.
No. Library's a place of resource, piece of knowledge.
Right.
You have access to the internet. You can look it up.
Right,
I
I
don't
will.
know. Your definition of what a lot of crime is going to be comparatively different to what my definition of a lot of crime is.
Okay.
So I don't
You're
want
right.
to give you wrong information. I want to give you
Right.
false info.
Right. Gotcha. All right. Thanks, Sergeant.
Good.
Yep. That sergeant is not happy. He wanted to throw me out of this library. And the fact that he can't is tearing him up. So apparently that's the library director, and they're going to have an officer follow me around the library. Absolutely ridiculous. They didn't want to take the Constitution Explained book that I have here. Might have helped them out understand about freedom and our constitutional rights.